What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Rayman Origins. In the last episode, well, we got all the way up to the reveal, and in this episode, well, we're gonna finish up the game finally, so let's figure out what is going to be revealed after all. And truthfully, I couldn't even begin to explain it if I tried, so it's really better if I just show you. So let's head off to the right and find out what's going on. And just like that, we are thrown into pretty much a boss gauntlet. So, you might actually recognize this guy, but he's actually the boss from the crap I totally missed, that string level. That doesn't exist. Anyways, there it is, but yeah, this is the boss from the subsection of the Gibberish Jungle. Real quick note though, every other one of these giant metal presses will come down more than once. Figured I'd point that out while we were here, but yes. The boss is exactly the same. The only major difference in this particular fight is that it takes 2 hits instead of 3. His attack patterns are exactly the same though, so he's actually pretty easy. The next boss, there's a few slight changes, but you know, I'll get to those when we actually start this boss fight. For now, let's go ahead and get our first hit on this guy. And well, let's just wait for our second hit. Like I said, they're exactly the same, so we just gotta wait it out at this point for him to just bang his head into the ground a few times, give himself a concussion, and then we can go ahead and get our second hit on this guy and be done with him for good this time. I gotta say, I do like the steampunk sort of style they went with the boss fight a second time around. It's kind of cool looking. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this guy, and immediately we're thrown into our next boss fight. So watch out for these eggs. That's the first major difference, is they're just gonna come down and kill you. Oh. Also, watch out for his beak attack. I forgot about that one. But yeah, his egg attack is the main difference. The next difference that you'll notice here in a second, if I can actually get this freaking hit on him. Alright, I'm going to have to last another wave of his eggs. Hang on here. And watch out for the beak this time, Rayman. Yes, there we go. Okay, so the next major difference that you're going to notice is, once he flies by us here, you'll notice it. Bam, he has a whole flock of enemies with him this time instead of just like 2 or 3. But in my opinion, this boss fight's actually easier just because the third phase doesn't exist. They only take 2 hits this time around, like I said. So the first 2 hits on this boss fight are cake, really, but as you can see, we're already done. So let's just wait for a nice little platform right here, and we shall ride it to victory. And by victory, I mean pretty much the beginning area of this level, actually. We're gonna go right back there. You'll see here in a second where this loops around. Like when we walked by in the beginning, there was that area with the wire of death. Well, now we can sort of just walk right past that and go back to that Teensy. Yeah, I wasn't joking when I told you I couldn't tell you what was going on in this area of the game. I honestly have no idea what that just was. If any of you guys want to try and explain it to me in the comments, go for it. I would absolutely love to hear an explanation of what just happened. Anyways, to the matter at hand, we have a quick bit of platforming. we have a quick bit of platforming to go about. Basically, this is pretty easy. You just gotta know the pattern. After you get everything down, this area is not that hard. It's all about knowing where and when to jump. Like, this is pretty much one of those tricky treasure levels, except instead of chasing a treasure box, we're chasing a Teensy, which, by the way, Rayman should really get one of those helicopters that the Teensy has. I mean, he can control his ascent and descent. All we can do with our hair is glide. That might be a good investment for Rayman. But this area is actually pretty short. We're approaching the end right now, so assuming I don't die by anything stupid, we can make it to the next area. Did you see those goons slapping their butts at my general direction? I don't take kindly to that. And what is with this Teensy? Is he an evil Teensy? Are all the Teensies evil? I don't understand where the plot in this game... The plot was pretty much non-existent to begin with. But, I don't understand what is going on right now. It doesn't make any sense to me. I guess it's just the quirkiness of this game, really. That's all that can sort of be described as to what's going on. But yes, to end off the game, a Mosquito level. What a better way to end off the game, right? And this Mosquito level is very fun. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of bullets to dodge, a lot of bombs to dodge. Pretty much we just need to chase this ship to the end. Unfortunately, I don't think we can destroy this ship like we have previous ships, but we can keep up with it and sort of get to wherever we need to go. Which, by the way, also, it doesn't make sense. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but this part of the game, it's just so confusing. It really is. So this area is actually pretty lengthy. The main thing you're going to want to do is watch your lum count, obviously. I always stress that when we go through the Mosquito levels, is just do your best to get as many lums as you possibly can. This level is going to be no different. Lums are pretty tricky to get here if you're not careful. You really need to sort of, you know, watch what you're doing. Try not to get hit as little, or get hit as little as you possibly can. Try and get the bonus lums from those extra hearts. Obviously, there's a red lum right here that you're going to want to collect. And then over here, you can kill these guys. Get the extra bonuses from killing all of them. And if you're fast enough, I believe, yep, there we go. We can get those bonus lums as well. So we're doing alright for ourselves right now. 200 and... what's that going to give us? 222 lums. So not bad at all. We are... I want to say halfway at this point through the level. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we're doing alright for ourselves on lums. We should be able to hit our 300 mark just fine, especially since I'm actually not doing bad. Alright, you know, we're a little over half at this point now. We're towards the end of the level where we need to dodge these stupid missiles. This is where it gets a little bit annoying here. Now, what I like to do is try my best to actually make the missiles crash into each other or another enemy. Something annoying that the missiles do, though, is if the missiles sort of go through a lum bubble, they actually, like, attach themselves to the lum bubble and then they'll take it away, so watch out for that. I've only had that happen to me, like, once before, so just keep that in mind. We do actually get to attack this ship. What am I saying? I don't even know. We are doing a little bit of damage on it, like the back rudder is gone. Oh, it actually just happened there. I just noticed it. One of the missiles took my lum away. I only missed maybe 2 from that anyways, but I guess that doesn't really matter in the long run of things. But yeah, definitely making these missiles crash into each other is a really easy way to avoid it. So, you know, do that as best as you can, and we have reached over 300 lums, so that is fantastic. We are almost done with this level, I would like to say. Now, you'll notice that there's missiles coming out of the ship right now, too. If you actually shoot the upper portion of the ship when the sort of guy comes out, you can take those missiles out so they won't actually, like, you know, shoot at you anymore. So that's really useful as well. And I believe this is the ending stretch of the level, so there's going to be no other enemies, and we should get the ending cutscene real soon here. Not a bad run. 321 lums. I will take that. Not bad at all. there we go. That's Rayman Origins, everybody. Anyways, 321 lums on the very last level. That's enough to get to both bonus elect tunes. So I'm gonna say that was a successful run and a successful let's play of this game, actually. That was indeed the last level. There is pretty much nothing left to do. I'll explain what you can do after you've gotten, this far into the game, and explain what I'm going to do in the bonus videos in a second here once we start the credit sequence. But that is basically Let's Play Rayman Origins, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed it. Now, the game technically isn't 100% completed. The only thing left to do would be to go back through every single level and do a speed run of that level where you have to complete the level in a certain amount of time. It is the most tedious and annoying thing to do, and I can't for the life of me figure out a good way to put it into video form, because it's basically watching something we've already seen before done, so I'm not going to do it. I don't see a reason to do it. The only thing you unlock are the last two skins of the game, which are like Evil Rayman and Evil Glowbox. There's pretty much nothing else besides that. Just being able to say that you've done it, I guess. Since we did collect all 10 ruby teeth in the game, we actually have unlocked a new area called the Land of the Living Dead. Now, we can access that area via the snoring tree. You go all the way to the left this time instead of the right to go to the world map, and that alone is its own separate area of the game. So I'll be covering that in a bonus video probably shortly after this one goes up, so look forward to that. It's probably only going to take, I'd like to say, one bonus video. I don't actually recall how long that area is, so it might take more than one, but I'm guessing only one. If I recall, it's not that long. But that's the future of this project. I guess you could say that's what's going to come up soon. But for now, this Let's Play is pretty much done. I gotta say, it was fun going into this Let's Play, but I'm happy it's over now, mainly because for the last, I don't know, maybe like 5 or so episodes, I've had a lot of, well, it's been longer than 5 episodes, but I've had a lot of difficulty recording this Let's Play just because I did something stupid in the middle of this Let's Play that screwed me through the remainder of it, basically. I updated my drivers for my capture card, and that didn't go as smoothly as I thought it would, so I had to actually revert back to an older driver, and something screwed up with the install of that older version, so, every now and again, recordings would literally just freeze mid, recording, and I'd have to start the entire thing over again, so it was very stressful just to record these, because I'd have to, just hope that the, programs wouldn't crash or anything like that. Thankfully, I have since then fixed this problem. The only reason I didn't do it was because I didn't want to do it mid-project and then have something terrible happen where, I have to put the project on delay or hiatus just because I was too busy to sort of, or because, something came up and I wasn't able to fix it right away. But thankfully, that didn't happen. Everything is good so far, so, future Let's Plays hopefully won't have that issue, and they will go along smoother than this one. But I really did enjoy this game, despite all the technical difficulties that did go on, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. This is a fantastic platformer with, fantastic visuals and music as well. It's overall a great game. There's really not much else to say besides thank you guys so much for watching and sticking through this project. It took a little bit longer than I expected it to be honest, but then again, some of my episodes were a little bit shorter just because of the difficulties that I had recording. But, that's really all I can think of right now. This is probably the longest credit sequence in any game that I've ever played. It's like, I think I timed it out, and it's like 14.5 minutes for this credit sequence, so I am not going to put this in the entire video. I'm going to cut it, as soon as I'm done talking here, and then I think this just leads back to the world map, so I'll show that off, what happens after the credits, but I'm not going to make you guys, stick through this. It's really not necessary. But, yeah, thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you in a quick second. And there you go, after literally like 14 minutes and 24 seconds or something like that, we have the actual The End message. Longest credits ever, and I had to sit through that. You guys get the magic of editing, man. You guys are lucky. But anyways, I believe now it's just going to send us back to the world map. Yes indeed it is. Fantastic, because there's actually one other thing that I would like to do real quick before I say my final goodbye, but let's look at our 215 Electoon count and head back to the snoring tree because we still haven't given this guy his 10th tooth, so let's do that real quick. And voila! We now have access to the Land of the Living Dead, so we will take that on in the bonus episode. But for now, once again guys, my name is Matt, this has been a fantastic Let's Play, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.